stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We got DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Now Ayton after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Curry against Simons. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. That one on Ayton. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
They get the rebound. A kick out to Simons. No good on the 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Moody the pass to Looney. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Simons the pass to Avdia. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Left side Butler. Outside Curry. And stolen by Simons. Here we go, 1-on-1. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now, Thybulle, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's Simons off the drive. Avdia on the wing. Defended by Moody. 4 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Ayton. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Different look here for the Warriors. Reece Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Gary Payton comes in for Green. Fields checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. And Portland with a change here too. Henderson's checked in. Payton against Simon. Driving in. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pajemski, a three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Henderson inside the three-point line. Simons with the ball. Now Payton defending. And Simons is good for 3. Simons has got 5 now.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
On the wing, Payton. Podziemski with it. There's the triple. And another three for Golden State.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Thibault. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Klingon is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. And for Portland, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Stan on the floor tonight, one of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Now here's Henderson. Puts up a three. Pass to Grant. Three-pointer. Lock at 6. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors trail. They kick out to Heel. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. Back to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Podziemski. And the three off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. On defense, Golden State. And that one's good by Henderson.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Curry outside. And Klingon pulls it down.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Grant gets a wide open look. And another three for Portland.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Warriors trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside for Curry. The second chance effort. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-2 run. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day." Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
For 3, Henderson. It's deflected. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Kuminga, screen on Henderson. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Grant outside. Launches a three. Warriors with the rebound. To the middle. Williams with the block. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Jimmy Butler comes in for Hield. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. Portland also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Klingon. And it's Simons in for Williams. Here's Pajemski. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Simons finds Grant. Here's Ayton. Portland again missing. Warriors trail by 4. Puts it up. A shot by Pajemski, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Warriors shooting Portland just 35% so far. Golden State moving the ball around. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. From downtown, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's stolen. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Shot's good by Butler.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
But tried by Henderson to stop the drought. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he cuts this one out.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Spencer in at the 2. That's the Warriors' 5. Off target from outside. Trailblazers leading by 4. That's tipped. Fast break, here they come. The tray. Buries the long-range jumper. Spencer's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. There's the screen to the left wing. Back to Avdia. Over Green. Here's Kamare. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green for the lead. Curry can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Lets it go from deep. Curry can't get it to go. Trailblazers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Will stand after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization. Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rudy's checked in. Spins. Pass to Ayton. The shot from the low post is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Green with a screen for Curry. There's the 3. Rebounded by Kamare.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Outside, Simon. A 3 ball. That shot, no good. Warriors have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. And they get it. Curry from 3.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Ayton with it from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Simons. Wide open look. And that one hits back iron.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
From deep, Green, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Avdia, offensive rebound. Thibault kicks to Ayton. Good on the three-point shot. Ayton's got 8 here in the quarter.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Ayton wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hield. Still yet to score. Pass to Curry. Hield with a screen on Henderson. Now Hield. Curry looking around. Over Grant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's clinging in at the 5, down low.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Henderson passes to Grant. Jacks up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Williams Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Three-pointer.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Substitution on the
And
court.
some changes here for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. And Portland with a change here, too. Simons, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Portland leading by 13. Grant for three. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Jackson Davis with it. Now Henderson defending. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Jackson Davis.
And that one falls for Jackson Davis. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Jabari Walker's checked in for Grant. Murray comes in for Shaedon Sharpe. Abdias checked in for Anfernee Simons. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Henderson. Pass to Banton. The three. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Banton's got himself on the board with three there.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
To the right side. There's Kuminga. Hands it from downtown.
And not just a score. He is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And it's denied. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Quinion's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Murray for three. Poke loose. It's going by heel. Here's Pajemski. Not enough on that one as it misses. Portland leading by 11. Ripped away. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Jabari Walker. Pass to Hield. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Grant dishes to Ayton. Back to Grant. It's deflected. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Pajemski, the bounce pass.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Grant for three. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Golden State. They're on a 13-5 run here. Hield from outside. The rebound by Grant. And here are the Trailblazers. They're leading by 8. Abdia. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Three-pointer, Hield. Not going to go that time. Here's Banton. He's defended by Pajemski. Grant for three. Off target with that shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not
fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Turnaround Jay. Rebounded by Green.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And here's Butler outside. Offensive rebound. Moody from outside. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. The three, here's Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
And here's Butler outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Oh, a really deep three that time.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
The kick out to Kuzma. Lopez for three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Green, count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's just bully ball. Green knows where he wants to go, and no one can do anything about it.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Connects on the foul line jumper.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And the basket by Curry.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Antetokounmpo against Green for three. And Prince with the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard left side. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Curry. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Off the mark there with a three. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You love how physical Green is willing to get, enduring the foul and finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Hield. A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. And again, no good by Golden State. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. Over Looney, and Lopez gets it to go.
And using that size to his advantage. Man, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul of the game. And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Payton comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Brandon Podziemski.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
He rifled that one in from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Porter, the pass to Lillard. Trent for three. Pajemski grabs the board. The Warriors trailing. Here's Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Pajemski. Jackson Davis is screen. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
It's Lillard with the drive. Here's Sims. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Porter. Back to Portis. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Porter, the pass to Sims. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Golden State basketball. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Butler finds Hield. Gets it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of one, And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And the Warriors shooting only 36% so far in this game. On the wing, Curry. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Green for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Out to Hield from deep. Pure from three-point range. Hield's got 6.
The corner is the shortest 3 by distance, so for someone like Hield, that is easy money.
Porter, the pass to Portis. Curry with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Launches a 3. It's Curry all the way.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Out to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Hield against Trent. Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry. On the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Kuminga for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. They get it back. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. And Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Back to Jackson Davis.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And Giannis with the jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Pass to Pajemski. Now Moody. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Lillard! What'd you expect?
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Outside Pajemski. Outside Kuminga. Oh, got a piece of it. Here we go, all alone. Kuzma for three. Kept alive. Giannis end to end.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lillard. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Left side Pajemski. Back to Moody. Close in. Moses Moody.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And that one's good.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And so it's Milwaukee. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Draws, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Butler in at the three. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Butler against Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2.
Personal foul.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Moody misses. The Bucks leading by 9. Lillard up top. He's covered by Curry. Here's Prince. Got it. Good job in the low post. Prince has got 5 now. The Warriors shooting only 36% so far in this game. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Green. Outside for Butler. Curry looking it over. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. Tries again. Again! Golden State!
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
For 3, here's Lillard. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Lopez gets it to go.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And the shot goes.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Antetokounmpo parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Heald's checked in for Draymond Green. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Warriors trail by 9. The 3 from Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
Got the defender on his heels right there, and Curry capitalized. What a finish.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star lane rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Looney. Hield passes to Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again. Milwaukee leading by 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Antetokounmpo inside. He's defended by Looney. And he can't jam it through. There's the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Looney passes to Butler. Outside Kuminga. Pulls up. Off target with the open look. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Into the lane. Ooh, Lillard with the quick first step.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Butler on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Lopez gets it to go.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
The Warriors trail by 6. Butler passes to Curry. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Trent. Here's Prince. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in its center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green, and it's Kuminga getting creative.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so excellent.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Hield from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is what Hield does. Exceptional at spacing the court with his three-point shooting.
Pass to Trent from outside the arc. Warriors with the rebound. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And Post gets it to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Kuminga with a screen on Trent. Here's Hield, driving to the basket, drops in the layup for two.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Porter. And he comes up with a bucket. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Back to Podziemski from behind the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Lopez with it. Now Podziemski defending. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Driving inside. And it's Butler with the jam.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. And Kuminga throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Kuzma. And that one's good.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid.
Pass to Kuminga. Right side, Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Kuzma. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Hield. Antetokounmpo, pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Tries to break his ice. Oh, Giannis working inside.
And the soft touch on the floater. Giannis just making a challenging shot look effortless.
They get it again. No luck on that one. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11. Kuzma finds Lopez. Out to Lillard. The 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Golden State has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Lillard, left side. Here's Lopez. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
And the key for Lopez is getting established positioning. Once this happens, the D has to foul.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Golden State.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Prince. And it's good.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Kuzma, the pass to Lillard.
And And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
The 3 from Prince. It's off. So Milwaukee wins it. And they bear. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
For three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Stolen by Avdia. To the paint. Avdia on the wing. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Simons. Sharp with a screen on Prince. A nice shot by Simons.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Sharp. He takes it in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Lillard, the pass to Giannis. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Avdia, a screen on Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And Avdia, the bucket on the assist by Simon.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Pass to Kamare. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And no doubt about it, Lillard is an effective half-court player, but he's also lethal in transition.
Hits it from three-point range. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Portland is on 4-6 from long range here early on. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best Trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the Year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Antetokounmpo dishes to Prince. Stolen by Avdia. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Ayton missing.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Lillard finds Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Back to Lillard. Over Sharp. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Avdia. A kick out to Simon. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Lopez, no luck. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Once again, Sharp. Lets it fly. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter, and it's Green in at the 3. Henderson kicks to Grant. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Grant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Porter passes to Trent. Inside, here's Portis. The Trailblazers pull it in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Giannis inside. He's covered by Grant.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
For 3, Henderson sinks the three-pointer.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Prince in for Green.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Grant. Stolen by Prince. Here's Giannis. Giannis flies the other way.
How about Prince? Really crafted defensively and coming up with the takeaway.
Grant, that's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Lopez from long range. Rebound by Williams.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Ayton. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Trent against Simon. Lopez inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Simons with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Kevin Porter. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Prince finds Portis. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Portis has got his first points in this one. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Simons. To the wing on the left. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Sharp's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland. Lillard attacking. Here's Lopez. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Simons gets to Ayton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Ayton wide open. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez up top. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Sharp. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers. They're up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
You've got DeAndre Ayton and Bernie Simons out there with Shaedon Sharp. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Giannis kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Simons. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lillard's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bucks. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Lillard. Down low. Here's Lopez. Over Ayton. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland leading by 6. Stolen by Prince. And it's the Bucks on the break. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lopez has got 9.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled. Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Lillard with it. Now Avdia defending. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
From past the arc, Avdia can't hit. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Lillard finds Giannis. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Portland leading. with the drive, and then Sharp with the dunk.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Sharp with it, guarded now by Prince. For the three, and it's Sharp missing. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
The assist.
Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
Bucks have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Lillard looking around. This three-pointer's off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Sharp. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he's good on the 3-ball.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Pass to Sharp. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lillard outside. The wide open look here for Kukoc. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Gary Trent is out there with Portis, and it's Green in at the 3. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Klingon. No good with the layup. And the Bucks, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Milwaukee with the rebound. Green left side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. It's Henderson on the wing. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Out to the wing. Lets it go. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Grant surveying the D. Bangs home the trifecta. Grant's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Here's Giannis. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Henderson. Pass to Thibault. From downtown, it's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Trent gets the bucket.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
In the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Antetokounmpo to take the lead. Oh, they get it back. Portis inside the three-point line and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Thibault, the pass to Grant. Thibault kicks to Grant. Portland moving the ball. Williams, that's a two-pointer. Kicks it out to Grant. 5 to shoot. Pass to Thibault. Grant with a screen on Trent. Offensive rebound. Here's Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
And love the poise from the rookie big man Klingon. He embraces moments like these.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. Simon's up top. Covered by Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez outside to take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Avdia against Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Simon. It drops. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Out to Kuzma. A three-pointer off the mark. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Here's Sharp. The kick out to Simon. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
All right, six men, get on your feet and make some noise.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime from Portland. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there at Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. The Bucks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Count that one. Lillard's got the first points here in the overtime period for Milwaukee.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Kamara. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No easy options for the defense when Lopez gets in deep.
That free throw missing.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Brook Lopez.
And the second free throw, good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Simon's with the ball. Lillard picks him up. They get it again. to Kamare. And here's Avdia. And right through it goes. 13 points for Denny Avdia. Avdia's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Simons with the ball. To the left side wing. Ayton, the pass to Sharp. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Lillard's got 19 points.
And really just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silence at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. And he drives in, up and in on the way. Now that's 17 points for Brook Lopez.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
Ayton. A rebound by the Bucks.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and he threw him off just enough. You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Here's Kamare.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball?
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And it's Lillard missing. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
It counts!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And finished off by Avdia.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
So the Trailblazers win it, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together.
pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody, and it's Butler in at the three. The small forward on target from range.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Moody passes to Looney. Green against Avdia. Outside Moody. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Looney. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Kamari. On the wing, Simons. From the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths. Just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
And a fun fact here, Brent. The Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely. And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Green finds Butler. Looney with the ball. Back to Butler. Outside, Green. And here's Curry for three. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 6 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
This one for three. Portland grabs the miss. Simons with it. Green picks him up. Off the outside. Lets the three fly. Another three for Portland.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard. He can dish it.
Looney passes to Butler. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Green. Jacks up a three. No good that time. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point lead. Afdia from outside. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Curry passes to Green. Curry, a screen on Avdia. Here's Looney. Moody from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oops. Afdia can't get it to go.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Looney passes to Green. Outside Curry. 4-3. Hits the three-pointer. Curry's got 9 points.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Curry with a steal. Here he goes. And there's the lob. Avdia with a steal. Payton passes to Simon.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Green. Outside Moody. On the wing, Curry. Back to Moody. Here's the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Payton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Off the outside. Payton, a screen on Green. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by a... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the 3 slot. Payton's shot is good.
Yeah, it feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Pass to Kamari. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Intercepted. Curry with a steal. Oh, Kuminga. Up for days.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are...
Oh, man.
Oh, my
He had the
goodness.
runway,
indeed.
and he let it rip.
Nice. Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Grant with it. Kuminga defends. Pass to Klingon. The 3-ball. Knocks it loose.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Henderson finds Grant. And it's all from three-point range. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Jackson Davis. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Henderson, the pass to Grant. Misses the 3. Golden State is gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Oh, how about Moody with the open court finish?
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And here's Grant from the arc. Grant can't get that one to fall. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Hield. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Kamari, that's good. Kamari's got 5 points.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, get your feelings hurt.
Outside Payton. To the middle. Grant against Kuminga. Oh, Grant throws it down.
How about the athleticism of Grant, just extending that time.
Pass to Kuminga. On the break. Here's Kamari. The putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They trail by 6. And here's Kuminga for 3. Drains the triple. Kuminga's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Over to the left wing. Here's Kamari. The Trailblazers rebound. Grant outside. There's the 3. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Assisted by...
Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kuminga with the drive. And Klingon pulls it down. Portland leading by 4. 3-pointer. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
3-ball.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Launches it. That one is off. And here's Grant from the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Portland closing out this quarter with us. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Denny Avdia, sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton And it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. The 3 from Ayton. The offensive rebound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Portland shooting their first free throws of this game. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Simons with a steal. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Simons has got 11.
And there is just a ton of confidence from this coaching staff for Anthony Simons to shoot shots like that.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Second half getting started. About a minute play. Avdia right side. Ayton, a screen on Kuminga. Avdia passes to Sharp. Back to Avdia. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Warriors with the rebound. Outside heel. Now the Blazers moving it up. Simons with it. Now Podziemski defending. Simons has the open look. Gets some space and parries the jumper. He's got 13.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Moody. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Simons penetrating. Avdia outside. Tries the spin move. Over Green. Avdia can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 15. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. The 3 is up. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Love to see the pass-first nature of Draymond Green, and for good reason. He's got a lot of good shooters on the ball club. As a 4 or as a 5, that passing skill pays off big time.
3-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Moody from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Looney grabs a miss.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Fires from deep. It's Sharp on the wing. Ayton finds Simons. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Grant comes in from Camara. Ben, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in for Stephen Curry. Warriors trail by 15. Oh, look at Looney finding space inside.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him. And that's helping out when he knocks down the Jays.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Pass to Benton. 3-pointer. Fires the 3. Outside for Grant. The 3. Buries it from 3. Grant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Outside Pajemski launches it. They grab their own miss. And Looney with the slam.
Looney in the right spot there. Good presence on the inside as he boxes the defense out and sends the ball right up.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Henderson. 6 to shoot. Here's Benton. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for Portland. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Curry, 3 points.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Number 4, Matisse Thybulle.
Curry against Henderson. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Thybulle, a screen on Curry. Pass to Thybulle. Outside, Williams. Back to Thybulle. The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
And Kuminga throws it down.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping.
Yeah, how about the drive by Klingon? The rookie big man showing off his mobility.
Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Klingon. Here's Williams. Goes back up, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, and Klingon is a gigantic player. He is so difficult to keep off the glass at times.
And here's Kuminga for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
The Warriors pull it in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Post shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thybulle on the wing. Releases. Henderson left side. The 3 ball. For 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Henderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
In transition, here come the Warriors. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Portland.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Kamari. Takes the 3. No luck on that one. Warriors trail by 10.
2 minutes.
Now Curry.
2 minutes.
Now here's Moody. Here's Post. And here's Payton. And he banks in the layup.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
There's Simons with a three. That shot, no good. The Warriors have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Minute 32 left in the final quarter. Outside Curry, outside Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Avdia passes to Sharp. Lets it fly. Oh, it's stolen by Butler.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
There's the screen. The three from Curry. It falls. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
What worked from Steph Curry gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Off the outside. Takes a 3. Sinks it from distance.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Knocks down the triple.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available. Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Personal foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
At the line for 2.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Payton.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Curry looking it over. Back to Moody. 4-3. Avdia pulls it in. And here's Simons outside. He buries it from 3. So it's Portland picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's Giannis. Following the miss by Draymond Green. Pulls up on the wing. Giannis, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. With some arc. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now Lillard, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Known for his scoring there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Pass to Curry, and stolen by Prince. Lillard outside. Kuzma with the screen for Lillard. Takes it inside, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That one goes. Count it.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Moody the pass to Butler. Lopez with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
As Jackson Davis is checked in for Golden State. Warriors on D. They trail by 6. Antetokounmpo kicks to Prince. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Shots good from Butler.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Outside Prince. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Curry dishes to Green. Lopez with the steal. Lillard attacking. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Taurean Prince. Curry can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
a highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Green comes in for Damian Lillard. And then for Golden State, Gary Payton is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Moses Moody. Three-pointer, Hield drills it from outside.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porter, pass to Portis. Trent outside. Outside Porter. 6 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Curry attacking. Out to the right wing. Now Payton. Butler from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to...
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And we'll be back with you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post position. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the... forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second. Warriors trail by 5. And here is Curry. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Anthony Simons, Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 3. Portland with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And here are the Bucks now. Lillard outside. On the wing, Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Lillard. Wide open. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Simons with it. He's picked up by Lillard. They get it back. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Now here's Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice move. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Avdia. And here's Milwaukee now. Here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Lillard. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Nails it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. And he lays it up and in.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Prince. And here's Lillard. Fires it, and Lopez gets it to go.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Right wing, the 3 from Ayton. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lillard right side. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. Unable to get that one.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Avdia passes to Sharpe. Back to Avdia. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharpe with tremendous upside to his game.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo to pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Avdia, screen on Lillard. Here's Simons. And he dunks it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sharpe grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 3. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Kuzma. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. 4-3. Lillard can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. 3-pointer Sharpe. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard got a good look. And the call over the back.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. but you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, some coaches call that an error of commission. You're giving effort, trying to make something happen. You'll live with a few of those.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Grant comes in for Kamara. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. Thibault finds Henderson. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Portland. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Over Thibault. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real...
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Bucks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. Jeremy Grant out there with Klingon. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Henderson. And it's Kamari in at the 3. Here's Kamari. Green covering. Another 3 for Portland.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Takes a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Henderson finds Grant. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Green. Robert Williams checked in for Portland.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Lopez no good on that one. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Damian Lillard comes in for Porter Jr. And here's Grant from the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given the chance.
Out to Lillard. Let's watch Dame here. And the dunk by Lillard.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
There's Simons with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Simons got 8.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the 2 areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making.
against Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Williams with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Avdia from outside. He buries it from 3. Avdia's got his second basket of the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Three-pointer Sharp. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
They set the pick. Now here's Simons. Give him 8. Pass to Avdia. Simons, a screen on Portis. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. And both free throws good for Lillard.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Here's Simons. Off the outside. The 3. From deep. Drops in the 3. Avdia's got 8 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
He was all alone on that one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Puts the move on. Pass to Aiden. Here's Kamari. Here's Simons. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Lillard. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Lillard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Here's Avdia. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. The Bucks leading by 6. Floats one up. Avdia with a steal. Now the Blazers on the move. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
Pass to Lopez. And it's off from three-point range. Blazers trail by 4. Three-pointer Sharp sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8 points now.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
Here's Lillard. Going inside. Lillard for 2.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Simons. Here he goes. Three-pointer sharp. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Prince. And he cranks it down right on top of DeAndre Ayton.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough VA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Out to the right wing. Antetokounmpo for 3. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Simons. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Back to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Simons. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Simons. Pass to Kamari. Now here's Sharp. Here's Kamari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Portland with another.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Again, the miss by Lillard. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Avdia from outside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tries the spin move. Pass to Kamari for the lead. Fires in the triple. Kamari's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That shot is off. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Portland ahead, up. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The Bucks trail, and on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. We've got Klingon, Scoot Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Williams in at the power forward. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
And he's good on the second. And Portland's shooting a solid 47%. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Bucks lead by 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
The drive by Grant. Chalked up 2 there.
Just great explosiveness from Grant. Open lane, and he exploits it.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Out to Portis. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Here's Henderson. Outside for Grant. Thibault, a screen on Green. Outside, Williams. Pass to Klingon. 6 on the shot clock. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Klingon. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Now Henderson. Here's Klingon. Outside for Grant. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. And now a three-point Trailblazer lead. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
No good on that one. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt. I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it. After he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, wow! Lillard with the jam!
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well. And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Simons. And he makes it on the layup. Simons got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Kuzma for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid. Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
The 3 is up. Portland with a rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Sharp. Here's Kamari. Back to Sharp. 5 on the clock. And he drives in. Oh, big dunk! Right over Lopez!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Simons. Count it!
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
Here's Lillard. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So a close game.